All right, hey. Welcome to Talk to T Live on your Tuesday, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. You all know where to find me. So I'm going to wait for a minute, let some of you come in, say hi, give me some hearts and all that good stuff. I'm hoping that I have the audience of Mr. Phonz as well. So come on in. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Wow. I sip on my wine. As you all know, I always have my wine. Today I'm drinking Cabernet. I always drink Cabernet. So, cheers. Phonz is drinking Aquafina. It's all good. So I'm just going to give you a few more minutes. Come on in. Make sure you say hi. Give me some hearts and all that kind of stuff. You know, I got a guest here. So, you know, we got to show him some love. Show me love. Show him love. Come on. So, fine.
Yes.
While we waiting on this audience, let's give them a little history about us. So, where did I meet you?
Let's see. On the corner of Lamida and Industrial Street, Flint.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Flint, Lamida, Industrial.
Jefferson School.
Jefferson.
Now, you didn't go to Bryant, did you?
I didn't go to Bryant. No,
Okay.
I went to Flint Academy.
Okay.
I was a smart girl.
Yeah.
You know, the little smart kids went to Flint Academy. But, yeah, we met at Jefferson and in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Harden's Grocery, all that good
that
stuff.
store. That store, your mom and dad's store.
Yes.
Legendary.
Yes.
Harden's Grocery.
Yes. Harden's Grocery was the spot. That's where everybody went. So if you all know me from back in the day, y'all already know we was at Harden's Grocery every day.
Look here. Every day.
Every day. Kids always came and got their penny candy. Me and my sisters were always in the store working because we had no choice. So yeah, y'all should know about some Harden's Grocery from back in the day. And I had invited Phonz here because he has a book that he wrote called Couples and Conversations. Real love, real life, real talk. And I thought it would be very interesting to not really interview him, but just talk to him about some things. Because you all know I always do relationship issues. And I thought coming from somebody that was so articulate and so well versed in, you know, relationships, I would ask him a question that I had, and we may go on to different topics, but right now, I want to ask this particular question. So hopefully I got enough people in watching. I hope y'all here. I hope y'all are ready for the topic. And please feel free to go ahead and, you know, state your opinions. I can't read them today and answer them like I normally do, but please do so I can go back over the playback and look at what you guys said. I love, you know, to hear from you. So please don't negate that. I want you all to make sure that you continue to give your opinion. Okay, so Mr. Phonz.
Yes.
I had met a gentleman who took me to dinner, and we talked, and we were just talking, just kicking it, talking about different things. He was asking me different questions, of course, trying to get to know me, and I'm doing the same with him. So he, asked me how, had I ever been married? Of course, that question came up, and so I in turn asked him. He said, yes, I was married, but, I'm now divorced, whatever. And I'm like, so what happened? Well, he told me he cheated on her.
Wow.
Okay. Good enough, right? So I said, because in my eyes, when a man cheats on a woman, there's a reason.
Most times.
There's a reason. There's a real reason. He told me there was no reason. He told me he was perfectly happy in his marriage. He told me he was perfectly happy in his marriage. He said she hadn't done anything wrong. He loved everything about her. Just, he was enticed by this woman at work. And the woman at his job kept coming at him, I guess, until finally he gave in. Not only did he give in, he ended up having a baby by her. Which in turn caused the divorce. So I'm asking you, and it's a very difficult question. I would love to know what you think. What makes a man cheat on a woman that's doing nothing wrong to him?
Well,
now I know I'm not saying it's right to cheat, y'all. So please don't. He shouldn't be cheating no way. I know that. I want to know what makes a man cheat on a woman when she's all that and hasn't done anything wrong.
Well, cheating is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
All cheating is a choice. But men are wired a little different.
Okay.
There's an emotional connection with women and sex. But for some men, sex can be like just going to the gym. It's recreation. It's sport. And he can go back home to his wife like ain't nothing happened.
Recreational?
Yeah. Because some men, well, I won't say all men don't have an emotional connection to it, but because of how we're wired, sex can be just as simple as a release.
Wow.
That's why you see a lot of men that can go from woman to woman to woman to woman and not feel anything, because there's no emotional investment in it. It's just...
And we are emotional creatures. So our investment is emotional. Everything about us is emotional.
Not everything. It's just when it comes to certain intimate parts of a woman, it's really hard for women to give themselves to a man in that way, unless there's something that motivated. Unless she just got some mental things and emotional things going on, and, But for the most part, the average woman or the normal woman, she's just not giving herself out like that.
And men feel it's okay to just go and cheat with whomever.
Some men do. But that's an issue with him as a man. There's some undeveloped parts in him. And most of the times, it's a power play to feel a certain way that he ain't feeling about himself. Mm-hmm. And he can have the most perfect wife at home. He really can. I mean, I've interviewed some guys with those issues. I couldn't put everything in this particular book, but I've interviewed a lot of guys who say, listen, love my wife, but, it's...
Okay, so let's go back to the book. So, Phonz, this book is a book filled with real testimonies, right? Mm-hmm. So, the people who you talk about in this book are actual interviews that you've done, actual couples. Mm-hmm. And so this is like not something that's just on top of your head and you're just saying, oh, yeah, I'm a relationship expert.
No.
You have actually done your research.
Yeah, well, I don't really think there's such thing as a relationship expert.
You don't believe in that?
No, I just think we figured out. As we go along, especially if, you've been in more than one relationship, each experience brings something different. Yeah. So you learn, as you go and as you evolve, till you get to that one that you just gonna be with. And sometimes it takes you a couple to get there.
Yeah, tell me about it, because I got a minute to go, because I'm not giving up. I'm gonna get another one, but I'm saying I done kissed a couple of frogs, so I know what you mean. Yeah. But I'm just okay. So me as a older woman, settled, kind of, it's not gonna be much more to me than this. Mm-hmm. I find a man and our relationship is great. How can I ensure? I can't ensure that he's not gonna go out and cheat on me.
Well, that's the thing. You can't give yourself a scenario that ain't there. Okay. Because here's the thing. Here's my thing. If he gonna cheat, there ain't anything you can do about it.
That's true. I can only control me.
So you can't give yourself a hang up about what if and what might, because you go crazy just wonder.
So what you're saying is my expectations can't be high.
No, I'm saying your expectations should be very high. I'm just saying don't create scenarios that ain't happening.
Don't create scenario. Okay. I like that. Because we do that, don't we?
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of women.
Men and women do it too. Men who've been burnt a few times, you know, he'll get that new woman hell based on what the other one did.
Yeah.
And so she has to be more than what she is because he got some hurt, some things he has to overcome. I always tell people when you come out of a relationship, give your time to heal from that, so you don't put an undue pressure on the next person to heal what they can't.
Yeah, I agree. Because there's nothing I can do about what somebody else is doing. There is no, I can only control me, and I know that. But I just worry about like one day being, you know, hurt again.
Yeah.
So that's what prevents me from jumping into another relationship.
But it's okay to be guarded, and it's okay.
Very guarded.
It's okay to want to be sure. And I think women are more intuitive in a lot of areas than men. I mean, y'all can be at work and just pick up some way something ain't right.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we are like that. Yes, I have done that before.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that thing God gave y'all called that sixth sense. That God gave you. Y'all very intuitive. Y'all can tell when the energy's wrong. And then over time, if you are in a relationship with a man, he gets to know you. He can tell certain things as well.
Okay.
So it just depends on the connection and how intimate you are as a couple. A lot of people limit the intimacy to just sex. But in my opinion, the best way to be intimate with a person is through spirit and mind first. The physical will take care of itself. But, you know, we getting older, stuff gonna change, and after a while, stuff gonna stop working. Then what you got? If you just leave
you ain't got nothing but the mind.
If you're just gonna leave it to just the physical part, then you're gonna be disappointed.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that because physical fades out.
Look, it fades. I look at my beard every day. Boy, your beard used to be black. And you used to have hair.
We look better with maturity.
I think so. I think we aging well.
Well, so in order for me to be in a relationship, I've got to get the mindset that I can't create a scenario where it's just peaches and cream. And
you live it one day at a time. That's what I just
one day at a time. I like that.
You live it one day at a time.
I like that.
You're gonna have your peaks. You're gonna have your valleys because you got two different people who were raised two different ways.
That's true.
Values, all that.
That's
so
true.
You're trying to during the lifetime of the relationship to jail, which is a lot of give and take, a lot of compromise.
Yes.
A lot of, you'll wake up someday. I really don't.
Yeah.
And then it'll come back like, oh. So it's just life.
Yeah. You're going to go through your ups and downs. I do know that.
Sure.
But I just never understood a man. The woman is like doing everything she's supposed to do. And I'm not, I guess I shouldn't be gender specific. It can be the other way around too. The person is doing everything that they can do to make this person happy. And they still go out and cheat.
Yeah. But it has absolutely nothing to do with that woman or that man that's doing what's right. It is some deficiencies in the part of the cheater.
Okay, so it's something within that person.
It's something in that person has nothing to do with the woman not giving all she can, being the best. Because I know a lot of guys that are good guys, but when it comes to commitment and fidelity, they ain't got it.
Really?
They just, look, businessmen, money, anything a woman could want in terms of being taken care of. And they'll get into these relationships, but they can't be monogamous. It just ain't in them. I asked one gentleman that I interviewed a book that I didn't include in there. I said, what is it? He said, man, I just can't. So let me tell you what your problem is.
Can't commit?
Yeah, I said, your problem is this, you're selfish.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
That's what I think. I think that's very selfish.
You're just selfish. Let's see, we live in the age of the side chick, so it makes it easy.
Side chicks. Let's talk about side chicks.
You know, the side chick era, is glorified now. It's sung about. So it's like, yeah, I'm a side chick.
Yeah.
You stupid.
Ooh, ain't that terrible? Me and my side chick. Ain't that
why you on
side piece? Me and my side piece.
What is it about you that you don't like that you would settle for a weekend? You can't spend no holidays. You can't take no trips. You can't do nothing. And if the man died, you can't even come to the funeral.
Right. And then if you do, it's controversy.
Yeah, and you got to sit in the back and hide.
Right.
But everything is going to that wife that he's with. So why would you do
So
that?
So ladies, why would you settle for being a side piece? You should never settle for being a side piece, because side piece ain't gonna get you nowhere. You ain't gonna get no benefits.
Nothing.
You ain't gonna get no nothing.
Nothing. My darling wife puts it like this: all you got is a, and I don't think she mind me said, because she's very candid. She cracks me up. She said, all you got is a wet behind.
Oh, yes, girl. That is so
got.
true. That's true. Mm-hmm. That is so true, because you don't have anything else. What else do you have? I mean, yeah, he might put you up. Oh, okay, let's talk about side pieces with Wendy Williams. Now, Wendy Williams was in this relationship, even though she's messy and, you know, she's done a lot and talked about a lot of people, and karma is a mug.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
However, this side piece chick has basically won. She won. She got the man now. Now, they ain't got much, because Wendy was keeping that man afloat.
Yeah.
Because his income was because of Wendy. But now the side chick has them. They got a baby, supposedly, allegedly. How long you think that's going to last?
Well, karma got away. Here's the thing. If you are knowingly with the person that's married and they leave who they with for you, it's just going to be a matter of time.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because, you know, come on, look how you got him.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Look how you got him.
That's what I think. I don't think it's going to be long before you be that same, you know, chick that the wife was. You're going to be sitting in that same seat looking crazy, you know, and he with somebody else. So, yeah, I believe in that. She been with him a long time. Allegedly, he's had this side piece for a long time.
Yeah, but Wendy knew it, you know, allegedly.
Yeah.
She knew it.
Yeah.
But you would be surprised at the things that people put up with for the sake of image.
And that's another thing. Why would I allow that? Did you interview anybody about that? Why would you allow somebody to be, you know, or you to have a 3-way relationship? Is that just insecurity, you think?
It's all kinds of things. Like, this world is image conscious, so people do a whole lot of things for the sake of looking a certain way. We see it all the time on social media. We know people stunt like a mug. Yeah. You know, in person. Yeah. We know you
ain't living like that.
You broke as hell. What you doing? You know, but that whole image thing.
Yeah.
You know, my wife and I are blessed, but we don't have the need to be what we're not. Mm-hmm. We're not a perfect couple. We have our days. We go through our things just like anybody else. Mm-hmm. But the things that what we like to do is just be very normal and say, listen, hey, we ain't no better than anybody else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's a normal relationship, what you all go through. It's not, I mean, nobody's blissfully happy all the time.
Yeah, but you see this stuff on social media. Oh, we sold this something. Like, yeah, okay.
Wait, that's funny too. Putting that on social media. Oh, we so happy. My boo this, my boo that, and we doing this and we doing that. We on vacation, we da. Then 2 years down the line, divorced.
You see, most of that crap that some people be doing it to try to get back at their exes. Like, I'm so happy now.
I never thought of that.
You couldn't do it, but look at me now.
I never thought of that.
So you miserable because you trying to get back at somebody. So you really ain't that happy.
Wow, y'all know I never thought of that. See, that's enlightening, because I see a lot of people, you know, flaunting their relationships online, and they doing it to get back. That's get back.
A lot of people I know, they flaunting it so their ex could see it, ex's family, whatever.
I never thought of that. Yeah, I never thought of that. That's crazy.
You know, that whole, I've never been this happy before. Well, that's the same thing you told him.
That's the same thing you said last time, right?
Which is it?
Right. Jeez, I never thought. See, this is why I wanted to have these conversations with you, because I know that you can, you know, I watch, he does a live as well about the Couples and Conversations book, and because of the interviews you've done and the research you've done, I'm always enlightened by what you know or what you've heard. So I'm really like a fan.
Wow.
I am a true fan. I mean, this man, such a sweetheart and such a nice person. Let me tell them about when my dad passed.
Oh.
When my dad passed, he was right there. He was such a sweetheart. He prayed for my family and everything. I really, truly appreciate you. You are truly one of my best friends.
Oh, wow.
And I really love you for that. I will never forget that. That was the hardest point in my life, and you helped me through it.
Wow.
So I appreciate you and Latrice. Look, I gotta give Latrice credit too. That's my other best friend. She helped me through. Oh, and Tamara, and other people that helped me through it. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you. So I put you right up there with them.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, I thank you for that. Okay, enough mushy stuff. So, women and men we know are like totally different, and they have their differences or whatever. Okay, so if I gotta ask this question,
Okay.
what makes are men impatient when it comes to having sex before before they're in a relationship or before they're thinking about committing to that person?
It really depends on the man, and it depends on the man he was raised around. It depends on religious convictions, spiritual convictions, some everything. I just happen to know a lot of men who prefer not to touch a woman.
Ooh, I would love to meet that person.
And the reason being, they say, if I do this and it don't work out, I've invested pieces of myself into another woman that I'm with.
Men think like that, just like women think.
I know a lot of women think that.
I'm just kidding. I know I'm not crazy. But are you serious that a lot of men think like that? Well, can you please introduce yourself to me, because I need a man that's going to love me, love me for my intellect, love me for my conversation, love me for my humor, love me for other things besides jumping in the bed with me.
Well, I'll tell you this. Men who are really serious about relationships and building something, sex is the last thing they want.
See, I love that.
Because they gotta know, can she bring me peace?
Yes.
Can we vibe? Can we build something together?
Yes.
For some men, the physical will take itself when it needs to.
Yes.
But if you got a man who's purpose driven, trying to establish family, establish building, establish generational wealth, if it's going to happen, it'll be an organic thing.
Yes.
But there's no pressure.
Yes. That's what I want.
There's no pressure.
That's exactly what I want in a relationship.
And contrary to the myth, there's a lot of men out there just like it, but media, they kind of portray men as,
They do, and I guess I should, say that, because I know a lot of guys probably now saying, it ain't just men, and I get that. It's not just men, it's women as well. I know a lot of women are, try to pressure guys into sex because, they want to see what it's about before I marry it and all that stuff. Or commit to it or whatever. But I just think that at this age, and I keep saying at this age because I'm over 50. So at this age, I want somebody that's into me, my intellect, not just my body. I mean, my body, I got old. I ain't looking like I used to look when I was 20. Corey, you make me so sick. I'm not like I, was, and so I'm not putting as much focus on trying to dress sexy and all that kind of stuff. When I sit down somewhere and I meet a man, I want to see where we are, where we connect. What's our connection? Yeah. And the connection to me is, what he's interested in, what I'm interested in, how we can grow together.
Yeah,
it's not about sex.
It really isn't. And the older you get, just be like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, hey, you want a sandwich?
Right, you want a sandwich? Because we ain't about to do nothing but sit here, eat this sandwich and watch TV.
Yeah, and if you're working and building a lot and you got a lot of energy invested in that, sometimes it's not that sex is not a priority.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you're really focused on doing what you need to do to build or whatever, all of that sexual energy is put into what you're doing.
Yes.
So it's almost like you don't miss it.
Yes.
But I wouldn't suggest a couple neglect it, make time for it. Because, you need to do that.
Yeah.
But most times when people are building, all of that sexual energy transfers into creativity and that kind of thing. And so I know a lot of couples who may not, do marathons in the sex thing, but it's balanced with the fun that they have building an empire.
That's what I want.
It's the fun, and okay, sweetheart, I got this idea. I want to do this, that, and the other. Then she brings her pieces, and then they put it together. That's like,
yeah.
That's
explosive.
That makes the coming together intimately, physically, even the better, because not only are we building lives but we're connected spiritually and emotionally.
Yes.
And it's just like we just not getting into bed because this is something we need to do because we're married or whatever the case may be.
Spiritually and emotionally. That's the most important thing. Because that will take you to a level during sex that you ain't even know you can go to because you're connected.
Listen, if you can enjoy talking to your partner and feel just as fulfilled, you got something. You could sit and talk for hours, on the patio, on the beach somewhere, and
it's so romantic.
And it's all good.
Yes, it's so romantic. It's sexy to be able to just sit there and just talk for hours about stuff and just laugh and have good conversation. And it's nobody talking about, oh, let me see your.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Why do people always want you to send them pictures of them?
Well, we just live in that society.
Visual creatures.
We live in that society.
And look, I'm not going to send you, you know what? I've been asked 1,000,000 times, send me a picture of yourself. I will say, go on Facebook. I'm on there, there's a whole bunch of pictures on Facebook. Or I will send them a picture of a Bitmoji. Because I just think that's so disrespectful. No, I don't want to send you a picture. Because when you're saying that, you're really saying send me a sexual picture.
Pretty much.
You ain't talking about send me a picture of your face. Because, come on, I'm all on Facebook.
You just send me your graduation picture.
My graduation picture.
My
gown. I mean, I send stupid stuff like that. Because I'm like, why? Or an old picture of me when I was little. And they be like, oh, that's cute, but you know what I'm talking about. No, I'm not sending you that. I think that's so disrespectful. No, why do you want a picture of me?
I don't know you. It's bad enough I got my pictures on Facebook. That I'm uncomfortable with that as well.
Right.
The house. What makes you think I'm from
Right. I'm not going to do that. And in this world of, like I said, visual creatures, they all want to see. And then I don't know that they're doing, what they're doing with it. I just talked to my students the other day about that. I got a little girl group at my school. And I talked to them. I said, don't send pictures. Because you never know what people going to do with them.
Yeah.
They can send them bad boys out. Next thing you know, your head is on top of something, a naked woman or something.
Yeah.
Don't send pictures. Don't do it. And definitely don't send nude pictures.
No.
Come on now. Once it gets out there.
It's out there.
It's out there. That's what I told them. It's out there. There ain't no coming back from that.
No.
There ain't no coming back from that. So, all right. So, okay. I like this. Let me see what else can we talk about? Because this topic is on point. Anybody asking out there? You want to talk about something? You want to ask? Find something. He's a relationship. Oh, I ain't gonna say relationship expert. He say he don't like that term. But he studied relationships.
Somebody sent me a question. Everybody playing this profound thing. So I just thought I'd play. There's some people I know is doing this. So I thought it'd be fun. And somebody asked me, what are my thoughts on open relationships and would I do interested in doing a Facebook Live about it? I said, sure. We'll talk about anything.
Open relationships. Now tell me what your definition of an open relationship is.
Well, from what I've seen and, how it was explained to me, you got these people married, but they're able to go and do whatever they want with other people, and it's permissible, which is the dumbest. Look, You can be single and do whatever you want to do, no commitment at all. But why would you enter into the sanctity of a committed relationship by way of marriage just to have it open? What's the point?
Right. Right.
I mean, you know.
I never understood that either. Because if I'm committed to you, why do we commit if we're going to have, you know, other people in our relationship?
Yeah. But most people I know are very territorial. They don't get down like that. You know? Open what? Open your skull.
If you open your legs for
that open relationship.
Right. No, I've never understood that, because I feel like if you're in an open relationship, then you're not in a marriage. You don't have a commitment. Yeah. There's no commitment with an open relationship. You committed to whoever you know, everybody else. You're not committed to that one person. So.
But it seems to be very popular now.
It is. You know, that's what they say that Jada and Will are doing, even though they're very hush about it. From my understanding, they have several people interacting in their relationship.
Yeah, but that's something on the inside. I probably can't articulate what that is, but it's something messed up with you.
See, I think that's very selfish and narcissistic. How dare you want? That's just like, and I'm about to go here, and I hope don't nobody get mad at me, because I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. But that's just like somebody saying they bisexual. You all over the. Why? Stick with one sex and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's greedy, and that's narcissistic. I think it is, because it's like it's all about me and what I want.
Yeah, well, in the world, in the culture that I grew up in, they would call it a sex demon.
Sex demon. Yep.
They would call it a straight up sex demon. You ain't delivered. You got a sex demon.
You gonna be delivered?
Yeah. Lift your hand.
Be delivered.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, because I just don't get that. I don't understand that. Anybody asking any questions, Corey? And they just talking, ain't they? I know.
Yeah, but I know several people who are like that. They can't pick a side.
Why can't you pick a side, though? I mean, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's greedy.
They can't pick a side when they want to be, you know, a woman. They do that.
Then when they want to be a man, they do that. To me, that's greedy. That's just like who? I mean, and I'm not. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not about to go into Bible verses and you shouldn't do, because I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, in layman's terms, I think it's greedy. I think it's disrespectful to both sexes, and I think it's just, I don't want to say stupid, but I mean,
it's interesting.
Be with one sex if that's what you prefer.
I'm actually interviewing people now for the follow up to this book from the LGBT.
Oh, good.
Community.
Yeah, good.
To hear their story and to understand. I know what my beliefs are, and they won't change.
Right.
But I have to respect people's right
to be
whatever they are.
That's right.
So I decided, because they are in relationships and doing what they do, I wanted to see the dynamics of that and how that worked. Yeah. In those type of relationships. And here's the crazy part about it is, it's no different
than us.
The dynamics
of a heterosexual relationship.
The dynamics are still the same.
I do understand.
One plays the more dominant, one plays the more of the.
I do understand that. And then also, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, gay people, they this and they that, and they have their opinions. And then they say it's a choice. I don't think it's a choice.
Well, I was raised
to believe
that is a choice. But now that I've been having conversations with guys who said, I knew I was what I was when I was 2, 3, 4 years old. Yeah. It is at least opening my mind to explore and look at it from a scientific.
Yeah, you have to look at it from scientific. And people say, oh, God doesn't make mistakes. Well, what makes you think that's a mistake? Well, that's just how they were born.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, and to be judgmental about that is to me, you're the mistake.
Yeah, well, I remember one time, you know, I had this opportunity to preach at this huge thing, you know, in the denomination I was in at the time. And we all know, as ministers, what work. talk about sex before marriage, talking about drinking drugs, and if you hit homosexuality,
you done hit the ballpark.
You the man.
Right.
And so, true to form, I followed the script. And, bishops and all those people, was all over. You did good, son.
Amen.
You got a promising future in this church. We see you, one day leading as a bishop and all that kind of thing. But after they all left, I was by myself. Mm-hmm. And I heard this voice, just like I'm speaking to you. You didn't glorify me. You didn't glorify me. And
so you satisfied man. You didn't glorify God.
Because I preached
to man
a very homophobic, bigoted message that I wouldn't have won anybody.
To do
even
it.
if I want to. Because you can't win people and beat them at the same time.
Yes.
And from that moment on, I had to change my perspectives about some things. Because if I'm winning people, then I have to understand not everybody's raised like me. Not everybody views God like I do.
That's right.
So I had to become mature enough to accept people where they were.
Yes.
And be okay with it, because I'm not their God.
Right. That's not your place.
And so somebody told me, he said, one day you're going to meet a person in that lifestyle and you're going to love them.
Really? And it has happened.
Yeah. My daughter.
Well, there you go. And you love her. And you not, there's nothing anybody can do about that.
And I'll bust somebody in their mouth.
I know that's right.
If they ever cross her wrong.
I know that's right.
Because if I'm not going to beat her and judge her and condemn her and all those things.
Ain't nobody else going to do
you
it.
ain't
I know that's right. I know that's right. Amen. Can I get an amen? Yes. I love it. I love it. Because you know what? We don't have the right to do that.
No, we don't. I mean,
we
no
do
matter
not.
what your truths are.
That's right.
You got to respect people's right.
You got to respect their right.
Who they are, because you ain't going to let nobody disrespect you.
Right. And then what you have going on in your life is what you have going on in your life. Don't worry about what they doing over there. As long as they ain't approaching you and trying to, throw themselves at you and try to throw what their, beliefs are on you, then don't worry about it. What you worry? I think that people like that, who are so worried and so intertwined in that life and, and homophobic, I think they may be having some thoughts.
Well, very well.
They might be having some thoughts.
It very well might be true, because especially in today's climate, in the religious world, particularly in the black church, every week there's a different scandal. And people want to come down really hard on millennials, saying they're unteachable, they're untrainable. You know what it is that millennials saw too much of the fakery. Yeah. So all they doing is just calling it out. Yes. And we old heads can deal with it, because we want things the way that they've always been.
It's hard to face the truth sometimes.
So now we have to have a conversation and explain why we failed them. Yes. So they have a right to be angry.
Yes. Yes. And I was at church Sunday, and my pastor was preaching about, how these people are so puffed up and, we're better than everybody else, and, and how dare he or that couple tries to raise a child, and well, if that couple is giving that child the love, unconditional love that child deserves, who are we to say anything about it? There are a lot of homosexual couples who raise beautiful children.
Yeah, I know some.
Beautiful children. I'm talking about children, smart,
well-rounded,
absolutely. But why? So who are we to judge? We shouldn't. Nobody should stand on a pedestal and say, "Oh, I think this and that," or you can say what you think, but try to impress your views on somebody else when you got skeletons in your closet.
Well, the bottom line is this. Well, from my perspective, for me, the God that I met when I was 6 years old is not the God I know at 50.
You've matured.
The one I met at 6 had anger problem.
You're right. Okay.
But the one I know now, introduced me to a love beyond belief.
Love beyond. That's very important.
So I love people beyond their beliefs, their preferences, or their practices. Hey, baby. My only job is to show you love.
Yep.
And whatever you do with it, that's on you. That's my only job.
Yep.
I have no place to put you. I have no place to send you. And truth be told, we know what we believe, but don't none of us know where we're going when we leave here. We just know what we believe.
That's right.
We ain't died yet. So, and ain't nobody really came back, that's been to hell and told us something. So
that's right. That's right.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. So, I mean, to sit up and say, oh, I know God and God has talked to you, come on now. I mean, what you know is what you know. That doesn't mean everybody else gotta, subscribe to the same theory that you, subscribe to. So, what time is it, Corey? Mr. Our engineer back there counting us down. Okay. Really? Okay. Wow. Okay. So, there's a couple of other things that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so this is important to me.
Okay.
And I said I was gonna do this on my own show, but I'm gonna talk to you about it.
Okay.
What makes people so afraid of? No, that's not what I want to say. What makes people think because of the company you keep? And I know it's birds of a feather flock together and all that stuff. That I have a good friend that's gay.
Okay.
She's a really good friend of mine. We hang out all the time. Mm-hmm. And so this guy told me the other day that he thought we were a couple when he first saw us.
That's just ignorance.
What makes people think that just because I'm hanging out with this person, we ain't hugged up, we ain't holding hands, we ain't doing nothing that makes us a couple. We just sitting there kicking it, laughing, talking. But people want to think, and he's not the only one.
Yeah, well, it's because the homosexual lifestyle, particularly in the black community, is so taboo.
Okay.
It's so taboo.
Mm-hmm.
So just the mere fact that you can be comfortable with it.
How dare I be comfortable?
Yeah, how can you be comfortable?
Right.
With that? And, I too, I know a lot of gay men and a lot of gay women talk to them all the time, but I also have atheist friends.
Right, yeah.
Jewish, all kinds. Mm-hmm. I am who I am.
Yes.
And because I have the maturity to fellowship and be nice, doesn't make me what they are. I am who I am. Get to know me.
Yeah.
And if you want to know what I am, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But now if you want to guess, I'll leave you out there too.
Right.
I'm gonna prove you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you just keep guessing and keep on walking.
Keep guessing. I mean, I have some people that I absolutely love. They're in the entertainment thing and the church thing. Mm-hmm. And so, you see a lot of things, in the church, and just because, they sing and do things, and there's a lot of homosexuality involved, and people automatically assume that they are. But these men are upstanding men, husbands,
yes,
all of that.
Yes,
they're very faithful.
Yes,
to their spouses and significant others. But they say it all the time. People always assume stuff.
But
I just think this is how it is.
I think that's so crazy though, because like, she and I, we just click because she's a lot like me. Mm-hmm. She just prefers a different sex. Well, I mean, and it's like, why? Just because we hang out doesn't mean we're a couple. We just, we laugh, we talk, we have a good time, and she's slowly becoming one of like my best friends because we just have a good time together. I'm talking about when we out, we socialize with people, we have a good time. People walk up, we just start laughing, talking, and it just flows. Mm-hmm. And the way I am, I'm a people person, you know that. Mm-hmm. And I don't meet a stranger, neither does she. See. So we just are alike. We just prefer different.
And it's okay, but it's just like people of opposite sex. it's almost like you can't have a friend of the opposite sex without people assuming.
Right.
No. Some people, everybody ain't nasty.
Right.
Everybody ain't for that. It's very possible for men and women like us to have a great friendship without it get crazy.
Yes. So I just never understood that, and I guess that was just a random question I asked, because but okay, let me ask you about this, the B. Smith story.
that just rubbed you the wrong way.
You can tell.
It just rubbed
me or you.
Well, I know it got to you.
Ooh, baby.
But it rubbed me. Listen, I there is no way I could bring another woman into my home with my living wife.
With your living wife.
Because she has an illness. I have no respect.
No respect.
For God. And whoever giving them all this press and all these things, y'all need to stop.
And I found out that, he's really trying to get a reality show.
Yeah. And
so isn't that like, come on, that's an ulterior motive for this movie.
Well, he's exploiting it.
Yeah.
And he sees a way to get, trying to make some money from
Yeah, that's absolutely exploitation.
Why would you spoke? And the chick that's in there with him, something wrong with her.
Something wrong with her too, because why would you do that? Why would you even want to be in a house with a man and his wife? And she can't. And then the thing about it is, I've heard, I don't know, this allegedly stories about, where she done smacked the lady's hand because she acted like a little kid or something like that. Like, That was my most controversial live show, I believe, because I was very passionate about it. And I was really pissed. People were saying, well, you don't know what their agreement was before she got like that and all that stuff. To me, nobody even talks about stuff like that until they start going into that. So how about she probably already had to mention if she did agree to the mess. You know what I'm saying? And then, how dare you bring a woman into my home? Now, if you, just for argument's sake, or, whatever those people are saying, if you find somebody that you're interested in outside of the home or whatever, because your spouse is losing, their touch with reality, and you can't really have that conversation you'd like to have, or you can't have that intimacy you'd like to have, so you go out and find it because you're just greedy and that's just what you want. And that's another narcissistic thing. If that's what you want, you go out and have, somebody else or whatever. At least have them over there. Don't have them in my house. I'm sorry. That's just downright disrespectful.
But see, here's the thing. If a woman did that, and she had a sick husband, and moved another man in that house, man, she'd be the scum.
It'd be another. That's the thing. That's another thing.
She would be the scum.
We view men and women differently.
Yeah, well.
We really do. Our society really, like, for example, a man can go out and sleep with everybody. He the man. I go out and sleep with everybody. I'm a hoe.
Yeah, well, we live in a patriarchal society.
And that hasn't changed. And, even with society, turning and the millennials and all that stuff, doing what they do, and they, they real out there and don't care what people think. If I go out and have sex with several different men, because, I'm the woman, like you the man, I'm a hoe.
Yeah.
Now he a hoe, but he still...
He could put on a suit.
Got it going on. Yeah.
And they still gonna call him Mr. Somebody.
But I'm a hoe because I done slept with all these people and I never live it down.
No.
That's that woman that slept with all the men.
And it's unfair, but unfortunately, that's the society we live in, and it's been that way since time.
Now, I don't condone women going out sleeping with a lot of men, but I don't condone men going out sleeping with a lot of women either. I think both are wrong. I don't think anybody should be put on a pedestal for sleeping with a bunch of people.
Well, a lot of the emphasis, particularly in certain cultures, is put on the woman giving of herself, and all these other kinds of things. But when we look at it from the aspect of what men deposit in women, dude, you got fragments of yourself.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. All these women have a piece of you.
Yes.
In their DNA. So why don't you think about yourself as a man? I need to be a whole man.
Yes.
And I don't need pieces of me and all these women.
Right.
Because now you can't fully give yourself to the woman you want to be with.
You really want to be with.
Because you and all these other people.
Yeah.
And so these spirits show up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And all these personalities start running together.
Yeah.
And, it's a little bit difficult to connect with the one you really want to be with because pieces of you are everywhere. It's just like the woman takes on the piece of different men. Well, man, you're losing yourself too. But we really don't talk about it in that sense because, all of the virtue and the value has to be with the woman. Yeah. He's just a man.
Yeah, he's just a man. That's cool. I mean, that's what he do.
Yeah, oh. You can't have community pain, bro.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And then that old baby mama drama come up.
Yeah, well, we don't think about those things.
Baby mama drama is a bug. Okay. And then the man be like, oh, Lord, I don't know what to do. Because you committed to this woman. And baby mama mad because you committed to that woman. And then it gets worse.
Yeah. it can.
Yeah.
We really... I think sexuality, relationships need to be talked about from more of a balanced place so that all of the pressure is not put on the woman to be all of these things. Yes, yes. And, men, you kind of get it,
Yeah.
And go on. We need to instill in men the value of keeping themselves as well. I mean, just like... And men don't think like this. We don't want a bunch of men knowing our woman.
No, I know that to be true because men get so upset when they find out they want to be with somebody else.
How do you think that woman feels?
Yeah, absolutely.
When she know it's 32 in the same city.
Right.
They know what your birthmark is too.
Right. And we got to look at her at some point or another.
And she looking at your wife like,
I done had him.
Yeah. So
that's terrible.
But we don't think like that.
Yeah.
We don't think like that. All of the pressure or the emphasis is put on the woman to be chaste and that kind of thing. So I just think it ought to be fair.
I think so too.
Across the board.
I think so too. Stop thinking that it's one person can do this, but the other person can't do it. We should all be on one accord.
Yeah. I think so.
So, okay. Bottom line is, like I said, you found happiness, and I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Love you, Keisha. Because I know she looking.
If she was.
She better be watching. And I think that's an awesome thing. I'm not going to say I'm looking, because I'm not. If it happens, it happens. God will bring it to me. And I'm not, I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, I'm married to God. No, I ain't like that.
Yeah.
But, I know that God will put that person in my path when it's that time.
You'll know him.
Yeah.
You'll know. It's just like, man, we don't know how we know. But we just know. Even if it don't work or go anywhere, we just know when we met the potential. We just know. And I believe there's somebody for everybody. And what I tell women is this. Get rid of the myths, because I talk to a lot of women. Well, I'm overweight. I'm just that. So let me tell you something about men, folks.
Man, don't be looking at all that. I know that myself.
I'm trying to tell you, sweetie. Your little kangaroo pouch don't bother me at all. He want peace and a sandwich.
Yeah, right.
He don't care nothing about that. He really don't. When the lights out, it's all the same.
Right. I totally agree though. That's right. I love it.
Because he got good too, so he works on his own thing.
Hello.
So,
I love that.
We all going through it.
We all got some inconsistencies. We all got some things that are probably not perfect about us.
Listen here, if I can lose this other twin, I'll be all right.
Okay. If I can lose my other twin, I'll be all right.
But we all got things. We're very, very flawed. So I tell women that talk to me about, I want this man. I said, this is what you got to do.
Women tell you they want a man?
Yeah,
a specific man?
They want to be married. They tired of being by themselves. They get older.
I mean, do they ever say, like, I like that dude over there. How do I get him?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. But they don't like my answers.
What's your answer? What's your answer?
My answer is this. Okay, you got a corporate guy, hang a suit, briefcase, doing good. He's set. He really don't need you.
Right.
So,
they don't like that answer.
Yeah, so what are you going to bring to the table other than your behind?
Right. Okay.
Are you bringing vision?
Okay.
How can you enhance him?
Okay.
Look at you. Fix that. Do something with yourself. Because he hanging a suit. He looks corporate every day.
Okay.
You have to be able to compliment him.
Okay. So in order for me to attract a man, I have to be...
You have to be what you already are.
But I don't want to change myself. I am who I am.
No, you don't.
So I want to attract somebody like me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Being what you are.
Okay.
But see, I run into a lot of this fantasy stuff with people.
Okay. Who they
like,
want. Like,
you
know you ain't going to get
but
that
you,
man.
You're not him.
Right. You know you ain't going to get that man. That man ain't nowhere on your level. You ain't on his level.
He like cognac. You
Right.
like Welch's grape juice.
Right.
That ain't going to work. He want to go dancing. You want to go to Bible study.
Right. Unequally yoked.
It won't work. So that's why I don't like my answers. Because I'm like, you don't qualify for him. I've had some men come to me and say, I like that girl over there. I'm like, look, you anthropo Negro.
You can't get her. You can't even hold a candle to her.
Look here. She got her own money. She educated. Couple of degrees.
You can't.
She out your league.
Yeah.
Ain't no even get mad about it.
Right. So, in other words, bottom line is, find somebody that connects with you. Yeah. On every level. Not necessarily looking at somebody that's way, like, okay, that's just like me trying to get with, I don't know, let me think, somebody. Oh, ain't nobody over my level. No, just kidding. Never mind.
But here's the thing.
No, but
it's somebody for everybody.
It's somebody for everybody. And if you can, this is what I think. I think that when I meet that special someone, I'm going to know right away. It's going to be like this. I have been there, so I know how that feels. When you meet somebody that's for you, that's special, and everything about them is you. Everything about me is them. That kind of person. That's what I want. I don't want somebody that, okay, we got like a couple of things in common, so we'll make everything else work. You can't do that.
Yeah, it has to be where you complement each other. You're going to always have your differences, but to be able to complement each other where it counts.
Right.
Where it counts. And, relationships ought not be a fight.
Yeah.
And it ought not be a struggle or a chore.
Yes.
Oh, it's so much work to be. No, it shouldn't be that way.
It should flow.
It should be very organic.
Yes.
Or organic. I stayed to myself for a long time.
You did.
And,
You did. And then you met.
It was just.
Your wife.
And then sometimes they always around you.
And you don't know.
But you don't know till they're revealed.
Yeah.
They can be, everywhere.
I've heard that plenty of times, that they can be around you, and when it reveals itself, it's like, whoa, I ain't even looked at that person like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are married to people, but they know in their heart they should have been somewhere else.
Yes.
Because they didn't want to wait.
That was my topic last week.
Yeah, they didn't want to wait.
That was my topic. Like, what do you do when you're in a relationship and somebody else is that's your heart is over there on the other side of town?
Man, I talk to so many men and women like that. They like, I love my husband, I love my wife, but
I want that other person.
Because we had all of these things.
Yeah.
And it's cool here, but
yeah.
I'm like, well, Doc, work it out.
Because I ain't on heart, be true.
Be true.
Be true to your heart. So we're going to end on that note. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you so
my
much.
best friend. My bestie.
Yeah.
I thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your insight. I appreciate your expertise.
Wow.
Because, you know, people need to hear this. People need to hear this. And I really wanted, that's why I wanted you to do that. So, I appreciate you and I thank you. I love you.
Love you back.
And that's it. Talk to T loves you, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Same time, 7 o'clock. Peace.